Welcome back to the Brain Fog Blitz. Now, the first thing we want to really dive into and look at is what we call your circadian rhythm. Now, later on in the course, we're going to get into the optimal morning routine and the optimal evening routine. But right now, we want to work with your body where it's currently at and build a schedule that you are able to stick to. The reason why is that our body loves routine. Our body loves when we wake up at a similar time, when we go to sleep at a similar time, when we eat at similar times, when we have light exposure and all these different things. And our circadian rhythm is massively linked to sunlight as well. So light exposure. Therefore, we want to work to the strengths of the way our body is actually built. And it's very, very important to look at if we are actually doing all the things that can help our body and not just working on supplements, working on nutrition, and just getting frustrated, feeling like we're banging our head against a brick wall. Therefore, when we wake up, and when we go to sleep is going to be massively important. Now, I don't know if you've suffered with this, but I know many, many people have had that Monday morning feeling. And there's a good explanation for that Monday morning feeling where we, especially on the 9 to 5 or 8 to 6 or whatever hourly routine you may have, is that on a Monday morning, we wake up at this specific time. And then we go to sleep in the evening at a specific time. And we've got this routine through our actual working day. Then Tuesday, we do the same. Wednesday, we do the same. And we start feeling pretty good. Thursday, great. We're over the most of the week. And now we've been in this routine for our fourth day in a row. Usually having lunch at a similar time, usually having dinner at a similar time, sleeping at a similar time. And then Friday comes, we feel great. The weekend is now coming. Now, what would used to happen when I worked in the corporate world is we'd have that Friday evening where we would then go to the pub and we would celebrate for the week. We've got through another week. And we would have some alcohol or some takeaway food. And maybe rather than going to sleep at 10 p.m., we went to sleep at 11:30 or midnight. Not too late, but we went to sleep later than what we normally did. And we added a couple of hours to our actual working day and our body clock. Then on Saturday morning, rather than getting up at 6 a.m., we would get up at 7 or 8 a.m. We would essentially be sleeping in, changing our circadian rhythm. And then we would have different food throughout the day. Maybe our lunch would be a late lunch. We'd then have a takeaway in the evening. And it may be a healthy curry or something. It may not be too bad technically, but we're just eating high amounts at different times and throwing off all our different levels within the body. And then in the evening, we'd go to sleep a little bit later. Maybe we'd have some more alcohol. Sunday morning, wake up again at 7, 8 a.m., maybe 9 a.m. Have a late lunch, late breakfast again, a brunch. Then have like a roast dinner or something. And then a snack in the evening. But then what would happen is that Sunday night would come along and we would try and get to sleep at 10 p.m. Now, our body is now working on a different body clock, a different circadian rhythm, just because we've tried to shift it, the way it wakes and the way it sleeps, over those few days. It is essentially jet lagged. And so many people in the world are actually suffering from a thing called social jet lag because we are not getting consistency with our morning and evening wake and sleep times. And it's not just our brain that is going to impact this, but it's also going to be other organs in the body. There is research that shows that organs within the body, your heart, your lungs, your digestive system, all work on the circadian rhythm. And some of them work on their own circadian rhythm. Your digestive system, for example, and your pancreas, your liver, your kidneys, they all work on their own circadian rhythm. And when we eat, actually kind of activates and kicks that into gear. Therefore, not just sleep times and wake times, but also looking to have some level of consistency at the times we eat. Now, we know, I absolutely get it that we can't do this every single time. Sometimes our schedule is going to dictate this. So the thing and the theme throughout the whole Brain Fog Blitz is going to be that do your best. And for this first week, I want you to pick a time that you can wake up pretty much every day within 30 minutes. So say it's 6 a.m. So you wake up between 5:30 and 6:30 within 30 minutes either side, but try and get it as consistent as possible. And have a time when you can get to sleep. Maybe it's 10:30 p.m., 11 p.m., or even 10 p.m., one of those times, but be consistent with it. Pick a time to have your breakfast, your lunch, and your dinner. And if you're having snacks, be as consistent as you can throughout this time. And it is the first step to really getting your body to clear the fogginess in your brain.